Get the stuff before science even discovers it. By the things which God made for our hands to put in our mouths. Very, very simple. Okay, can drugs cure disease? I just want to look at some interesting things. We're talking about supplements curing disease. Now we're talking about drugs curing disease. And I hope you see, supplements cannot cure disease. You're going to find out that not even drugs can cure disease. But here's why. The drug relieves the symptom, but does nothing about the underlying problem, which caused the symptom. This is why drug therapies are ongoing. So you see, drugs and supplements, as long as we only treat the symptoms, we will never have health. Because if you're taking a supplement of any kind, and your symptom disappears, and you stop taking the supplement, and the symptom comes back, what does that tell you? That the symptom was not cured. Whatever you were taking, be it drug or be it herb, it didn't cure the symptom. We have to do something different. We have to attack the problem from the inside out, because that is where it's coming from. Now here's a statement from Professor Martin Payne, a medical doctor at New York University Medical School. And he said, in the administration of medicines, we cure one disease by producing another. Also, Professor Alonzo Clark, medical doctor at New York College of Physicians and Surgeons, said, all of our curative agents are poisons. And as a consequence, every dose diminishes the patient's vitality. In other words, the body has to fight this poison and try and cure the disease at the same time. And sometimes those very drugs can cause death. There are two times when symptoms will manifest themselves in the body. When the body is sick and when the body is repairing itself. Now it's very important that you understand that very principle. Two times when symptoms will reveal themselves. When you're very sick and when the body is repairing itself. And I'm going to explain that now a little bit further. A disease symptom happens when one or more of the body's organs of elimination are not working properly. And the organs of elimination are the lungs, colon, the kidneys, the skin, the liver. And here we are. Symptoms of a diseased colon will be manifested as constipation, diarrhea, cramping, blood in the stool, bloating, undigested food passing through, long transit time, or hemorrhoids. And by the way, hemorrhoids can also be showing us a sign that the liver is very congested. Okay, so it's, don't remove the hemorrhoids. We find out, why are they there? What placed them there to begin with? Because if you find the cause, you have found the cure. Diseased lungs manifest symptoms such as constant phlegm, difficult breathing, such as asthma, chest pain, which is not heart-related, over-acidity of the body, because lack of oxygen causes acidosis to take place in the body, low oxygenation of the blood, and nasal congestion producing post-nasal drip. If you know anybody who's got post-nasal drip, you've got some lungs that are having difficulty. Symptoms of diseased kidneys. Now notice, I'm dealing with all the organs of elimination here. Symptoms of diseased kidneys will be realized when one suffers from high blood pressure, mineral deficiencies resulting in poor blood quality, chronic dehydration despite adequate water consumption, and when minerals in the body as well as sugar levels in the blood get out of balance. That is when the kidneys will show signs of stress, symptoms of we're in trouble. Diseased skin will manifest symptoms like very little sweat, discoloration, acne, various blemishes such as warts, moles, psoriasis, eczema, etc. It can also be very sensitive to sunlight with moderate exposure and can be slow to heal and scar easily. Those are signs that your skin is not working properly. Now remember, those organs of elimination have to be working properly in order for you to be in health. Is this understood so far? Do you know anybody with the symptoms that I've mentioned? Probably. This is telling you the organs of elimination are not working properly. A diseased liver produces symptoms such as cholesterol level imbalance. Anybody know somebody whose cholesterol level is too high this way or too low that way? That's a sign of liver dysfunction. That's what it is. It's not a deficiency in herbs. It's not a deficiency in cholesterol-lowering drugs. It is a problem with the liver itself. Poor digestion of fats, fatigue, asthma, and other lung problems, yes, related to the liver. Headaches, a coated tongue, blood toxicity, as well as kidney problems. If it is unable to neutralize uric acid fast enough, it causes problems with the joints and everything, and arthritis showing up because the liver is not able to function properly and the diet is wrong, causing the liver not to function properly. So now there are the organs of elimination. Now the symptoms of disease happen when you have not been eating and living right according to the 8 laws of health. And I gave those 8 laws to you at the beginning of this lecture. On the other hand, a symptom of repair happens when you have been doing everything right and all of your eliminative organs have been working well. Usually you have a feeling of well-being for 2 to 3 days. You feel really good, maybe better than you've ever felt before. Then all of a sudden, oh my, a symptom occurs. This, you know, is the body healing itself. We had one man come to see us, and he went through a cleanse program, a 10-day cleanse. And on this program, he did very good. He worked hard at it, did a lot of sweating, put in a lot of the right foods. When he got home, 2 weeks after he got home, he phoned us. And he was talking with me, and he said, everything's going good except for one thing. I said, what's that? He said, I've got gout, and I'm doing everything right. And I said, are you eliminating properly? He said, yes. I said, are you sweating properly? Yes. His lungs were doing fine. Everything was working right, but he had gout. So he said, this gout is just like the gout I had 20 years ago. I said, really? I said, what did you do for the gout you had 20 years ago? He said, well, I went to the doctor, I got some salve, and I took some antibiotics, and it went away. I said, what, was it gone in a couple of days or 3 days? He said, yes, it went right away, almost immediately. And I said, that gout that you have right now is the same gout you had 20 years ago. It's just that now, since your body was healthier, it said, okay, I'm going to take this gout and I'm going to get rid of it once and for all. Now that I've got enough time and enough energy and enough nutrients, I'm going to get rid of it. Now you may be thinking, uh-oh, does that mean I'm going to go through every single symptom I've ever had as my body heals itself and makes itself healthy? Not necessarily. You may experience nothing. You may experience some fatigue. You may experience some of the symptoms such as gout, maybe headache, maybe skin rash. We had one young lady that came to see us in her early 20s, and she had a rash on her arm. And the rash would come and go, come and go, come and go. She learned why the rash was there on our cleanse program, and she went home. Her mother was with her. She went home, and as she went home and did all the right things, she started to break out in a huge rash. But now she knew what was happening, and she said, okay, I'm just going to let the rash go. Well, this rash went all the way up her arm, on across her shoulder, and up the side of her neck, and started to go onto her face. And so her mother said, I'm going to take you to Mexico for a couple of weeks, and we'll let this thing work its way out. So she did. And when she was in Mexico, her mother told me that she looked like the Phantom of the Opera, because half her face was all broken out in rash, and the other half was just fine. But after 2 weeks, it started to clear itself right up, and her skin was more pure than it was before. So the body knew exactly what it was it needed to do, and since she knew what the body was doing, she got out of the way and did nothing intelligently and let the body heal itself. This is an absolute miraculous living machine, and the only machine that can fix itself if we do it very carefully. Now, the body is smarter than we know, and it's smarter than we can know, because we cannot make one. We can fix the camera. We can fix the chair, the computer, anything, because we make those things. But when it comes to the human body, we're actually very ignorant on how to fix it. But it'll fix itself. I'll show you how it's going to do that.